So this is the eyeshadow look I have done for this video today. It is using MAC's Blue Brown pigment. This is one of my favorite pigments of all time. If I ever run out of it, I will definitely repurchase it. But this is pretty much just going over this eyeshadow look because it is kind of involved and I really wanted to take you through it step by step. If I haven't said it already, this is my favorite way to wear the MAC Blue Brown pigment. So, without further ado, if you would like to see how to achieve this look, then please keep on watching. So to start this look off, we're going to put down a few different color cream bases because when you put different colors underneath this pigment, it shows up a completely different color than if you were just to put it on your lid. If that makes sense. Like if you put black underneath it, you're going to get more of the blue teal to come out of it. And if you put like a brown underneath it, you're going to get more of the brown effect underneath it. So we're just going to lay down a few different colors so we can just apply, why do I keep saying that? Apply the pigment over top and create a kind of a gradient look by just applying the pigment over top of the cream bases. It's kind of involved, but it looks cool in the end. So the first cream base that I'm going to use is this Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in the shade Sugar Frost. It is just a white champagne color. You've seen me use this a million times at this point. It's very shimmery, but it's very pretty, and I'm going to apply that around the inner corner and probably like the inner third of my eye. And for this look, whatever I do on the top lid, I'm also going to mirror on the bottom lid just in case I end up editing it out or not showing it or something. Because I realized I did that in one of my last videos and oops. So anyway, we're just going to start by applying this to the inner third of the eye and then around the tear duct and then on the lower third of the inner third of the lower lash line as well. Because this is where we want the color to be the lightest. And then I'm just going to use my finger to pat that out. And everything that I am using underneath, all these cream bases, they last all day, they don't crease. You can wear them on their own. You don't need to put something over top of them. So just so you know. Then I'm going to go in with Constructivist from MAC. This is a paint pot. This is one of my favorite paint pots, actually. And I'm just going to use a brush to do this. This is the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. And I'm just going to take and apply that on the middle third. Kind of really just making it go out. Pretty much, I guess, I'm just going to apply this completely across the lid and cover the rest of the lid there and just make sure I blend it with that Sugar Frost color, and then I'm going to take a blendy brush and just blend out the edges of that so it's soft. This can be messy because, again, we are going to apply something over it, so this can be kind of messy if you are worried about that. Then I'm going to take this pencil brush and use it to apply it on the lower lash line. I don't know why I just went to tap that off. I guess it's just habit. Again, making sure to blend the product over that line with the Sugar Frost, and then just taking my blendy brush that I used before and kind of pinching the bristles. I'm just going to use that to soften this line out here. So then using that same pencil brush, well, no, now that I said that, I'm actually going to switch brushes. I'm going to use this Real Techniques accent brush first and just a black gel liner. You can use whatever one you have, just as long as it's black. And I'm going to start by running this along the lash line. Again, this can be messy because we are going to smudge it a bit. So then once you have your line across, just kind of work on smudging that out really quick. And then on the outer corner, kind of bring it up into a flick, but don't really worry about it being too neat and precise. And then on the outer corner of the lower lash line as well, I'm going to work some of that gel liner out there as well. And then what I'm going to do is, from that flick that I've kind of created, I'm going to start blending up and inward. I guess I need to pick up a little bit more product because this is a little bit dried out, but we're just going to start blending up and in from that line, not going in very far at all. Then take your blending brush and just blend that out just to make it very soft again. I don't know why I'm worried about it being soft, because it's all going to be covered up, but you really just want this to be blended and all that mess. So then I'm just going to take this and kind of go over that initial gel liner we put, just to make sure everything's smudgy. So then before I apply the pigment over top, I'm going to go ahead and tight line or line my waterline, and I'm using a brown eyeliner to do so. You can use a black if you want to. Whenever I use the blue-brown pigment, I prefer a brown eyeliner. Now for this, you want to choose a brush that can really pack on the product, and I am using MAC's blue-brown pigment, obviously. So what you really want to do when applying any pigment like this, you really want to press the brush into the pigment rather than kind of just picking it up. You really want to make sure the pigment is pressed into the brush, and you do want to tap it off a little so any excess just falls right off, and not on your face. So then we're just going to start applying this. And again, we are pushing, not so much like windshield wiper motions, you're pushing the pigment onto the eye. It might not be as noticeable on camera as it is in person, but when you look at it, you can see that there is a subtle gradation in how the pigment changes colors. You can see that at the lash line it is much more blue than it is around the inner corner area. And then where there is nothing, you can see it's a little bit more maroon. So then I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and blend out that edge so there's no harsh edge going on there. And then using the tip of the same brush, I'm going to press this into the lower lash line as well. So this is what it looks like after I have the pigment on both eyes. You can see it is definitely lighter around the inner corner, and then as you move over where I put the other two colors, it gets darker in a subtle gradation. And as you can see, it is much darker on the lash line area because I did put that black gel liner there. And it is also a little bit more blue around the lash line area as well. Like I think I said that when you put it over black, you get that really blue teal color that's in the pigment, and I really like that. If you wanted to, you could add an inner corner highlight. You could add some black in the outer V area or a crease color if you wanted to. But for me, I think this pigment is just gorgeous, and I don't really like to put anything over top of it. That's why I do all of that work underneath with the different color cream bases beforehand, because I just think this pigment is beautiful. So then for mascara today, I'm using my Voluminous Million Lashes Excess because I am trying to go through all of my open mascaras before I open any more, because I am a mascara junkie. So I'm using this. This is not my favorite, but for some reason I always get compliments when I wear this. I'm so congested. Anyway, so yeah, just a couple coats of that and we'll be good to go. So for lips today, I'm going to go with a nude lip. I'm going to use my NYX Buttergloss in Eclair and my Star Looks lip liner in the shade Bare. And I did put some foundation over my lips as well, just to kind of take the color down a little bit. I'm keeping this very simple today because I just don't feel good. And I don't feel like keeping up with lipstick. So that completes this makeup look using MAC's Blue Brown Pigment. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.